Song. I'm Katie Abadou. Hello, Facebook Live. We'll be opening up the Zoom doors in just a moment. Wow. Hello, hello. I see you, Deborah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. Thank you, Dennis, for that beautiful, beautiful music as we were coming into the room. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Dennis. Good morning, Belinda. Hi, Deli. Hi, Annie. Hi, Elizabeth, Becky, and Deborah. Hello, Carly. Hello, Brian. Hello, Sandy. Hello, Al. I hope you got your guitar today. Oh, yes, he does. He says he's ready. Hey, Gay. Hey, Fran. Where's Dale? Hey, Sheila. How's it going? Hey, Kim. Hey, Beth. Hey, Kevin. Hey, Sid. Hey, Joy. Hey, Janet. Hey, Nancy. Hi, Sarah Page in Texas. Bob Delaney, how's it going? Pete and Janet, how you doing? Dion, Trish, Storm, Susan Miller, Carolyn Wolf. It's good to see you today. Who else do we have? Good morning, Bonnie, Sandy, Arlene, Jamie, Anna, Nancy N, Barb in Virginia, Jean in Pittsburgh, Gwen Fields, Luda, Carol, Sandra, Jim, Kate, Gary, and Ida. How you doing? Who else do we have? Hey, Susan. Oh, she's got to go take a call. We get it. And Suzanne, Jenny, Ann, Julie, Deb, Max, Joe again, Barbara, Amos, Leslie, Valerie, Jane, and Silver Spring. Woo, woo, Silver Spring. Kathy, how's it going? Who we got here? Oh, Anne Strange, Julie in Ontario, Deb, Christine, Kathy. Is Aloysius here today? Where's Aloysius? Where's Aloysius? Valerie, Jerry, Barbara Robinson, and some other people off camera. Welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. I'm filling in, just saying the good mornings and the hellos today, and it is just honestly so great to see all y'all's faces. If I left you out, please throw your name into the chat, and I'm going to try to hit you up in a little bit. I'd like to introduce Denis Donnelly of the Ubuntu Network Choir. He's here to lead us today. Welcome, Denis. All right. You're on mute, Denis.
All right, thanks, Katie. Yes, indeed. I am here to sing a song today. Unfortunately, Katie Sontag, wonderful song leader, songwriter, guitarist, performer from Eugene, Oregon, up on the west coast there, down on the west coast, and she's not able to be with us this morning, unfortunately, just at the last minute. So. I thought I would just jump in and sing one of my all-time favorite songs. And one of the reasons I'm doing this particular song is because we're having a bit of a dialogue here, I suppose, politically speaking, in British Columbia, my home turf here, about logging and preserving the old growth forest as opposed to cutting it down and creating jobs. That dynamic that's going on all over the world. I'm sure we have a little microcosm of activity. I'll talk more about that maybe in a little bit. But meanwhile, let's sing the song. This is a great song by Pete Seeger. Oh, I've got to show you something here. Look. Can you see that picture I've got in the background there? You might not be able to see exactly who's in it. Let me just show you. Can you see that? That's Pete Seeger, Bob Dylan, Judy Collins, and Arlo Guthrie at a benefit concert uh, in January 20th, 1968, a tribute to Woody Guthrie at Carnegie Hall. Isn't that a great picture? I love it. So I've got it there as my feature picture. Pete Seeger has been an inspiration to me ever since I became consciously aware of music in high school. I was fortunate that my choir teacher was also a folk singer, and I learned my first guitar chords from him. Let me just go over the chorus for this song. One blue sky above us, one ocean lapping all our shores, one earth so green and round, who could ask for more? And because I love you, I'll give it one more try, to show my rainbow race it's too soon to die. So it's kind of got a little bit of a chorus here that kind of repeats. So the first part, let's just go over the first part. One blue sky above us, one ocean lapping all our shores. Try that. Here we go. One blue sky above us, one ocean lapping all our shores. Next part. One earth so green and round, who could ask for more? Try that now. One earth so green and round, who could ask for more? And that same melody repeats exactly for the second part of the chorus. And because I love you, I'll give it one more try, to show my rainbow race it's too soon to die. I love Pete Seeger's vulnerability. He says, and because I love you, he's saying he loves his humanity, the humanity he worked for all of his life in various ways, politically, environmentally, and just spreading the joy of singing. And he was always there, and we miss him tremendously. I miss him tremendously. Let's try that chorus again, and then I'll go and sing some verses for you. One blue sky, here we go. One blue sky above us, one ocean lapping all our shores, one earth so green and round, one earth so green and round. Who could ask for more? Who could ask for more? And because I love you, and because I love you, I'll give it one more try. I'll give it one more try, to show my rainbow race it's too soon to die. Some folks want to live like an ostrich, bury their heads in the sand. They forget that their children's dreams need a living and a healthy land. One blue sky above us, one ocean lapping all our shores, one earth so green and round, who could ask for more? And because I love you, and because I love you, I'll give it one more try, to show my rainbow race it's too soon to die. I noticed something in the chat there saying, did Pete add the last verse? Well, actually, you might notice that the words aren't exactly the way that Pete wrote them. I kind of took a liberty out of Pete's book, a page out of Pete's book, and adapted the verses, so none of them are exactly what Pete wrote, and I added the last verse completely. I'll talk about that in just a minute. Go tell all the little children, tell all the fathers and mothers too, it's not too late to save what's been given to me and you. One blue sky above us, sing it like you mean it. One blue sky above us, One ocean lapping all our shores, one earth so green and round. Who could ask for more? Because I love you, and because I love you, I'll give it one more try to show my rainbow race. It's too soon to die. Now, British Columbia is kind of a province, an area that relies for its economy, or has relied, on resource extraction. And that includes fishing, and it includes logging. And so this discussion politically has been coming around and round and round again. And the two political parties that tend to form our government are on opposite sides of this discussion. And so one party will be in for a while and they'll support the logging, and the other party will be in for a while and they'll try and stop the logging, and it just goes back and forth like that. And about a number of years ago, we were having a protest, and they asked me to sing on the steps of the legislature, and I chose this song to sing. And so I wrote this last verse about our British Columbia ecosystem. 1,000 clean sandy beaches, 10,000 streams running clear. Let's leave these as our legacy for the children we love so dear. One blue sky above us, one blue sky above us, one ocean lapping all our shores. One earth so green and round, who could ask for more? And because I love you, I'll give it one more try to show my rainbow race. It's too soon to die. Let's sing that one more time. Sing it like you mean it. Here we go. Sing it like I'm Pete Seeger and you're in a big hall and he's just wound up the audience like something crazy. Here we go. One blue sky above us, one ocean lapping all our shores. One earth so green and round, one earth so green and round. Who could ask for more? Who could ask for more? Because I love you, and because I love you, I'll give it one more try. Give it one more try to show my rainbow race. It's too soon to die. My rainbow race, and I see rainbow colors in the little Zoom boxes we have here. Little boxes on the laptop, little boxes made of. I forget what the words are. Anyway, somebody wrote a parody of that song. Okay, so are Kathy and Dick in the room yet? I'm not seeing them, but maybe they're on the second screen. We've had to get
here.
this.
They're here, but their Wi-Fi isn't very stable, so I don't know if I think they keep falling out of the room. So I think we might be
Okay,
on. Hi, everybody. I think we might, Dennis. I think discussion might be between you and me today instead of.
that
Um,
sounds good. I'm happy with that, Joe. Yeah,
so
we just got this message from Katie that she couldn't be here, like literally just before we went live, so we weren't able to do a lot of preparation. So
we're hoping she's going to feel better by tomorrow or by Sunday, so she can still join us this week. And if not, we have the added benefit of knowing that we have another Ubuntu Choirs Network Week coming up sometime in the next 3 to 6 months, and so we'll be able to bring Katie back then. And
absolutely.
so, can you chat a little bit more about some of the environmental issues that you were telling us about that you're all dealing with?
Yeah, I'm happy to. It's something that's very dear to my heart. My wife Lynn and I go out walking in the old growth forests here close to Victoria frequently, and it's utterly gorgeous. And I'm not able to comprehend in my limited brain power how loggers would go in and cut that down. especially as there's only 3% of it, or something like 3% of old growth standing forest left in our province. There's just a few watersheds. And right now there's a watershed that's really become the focal point. It's called Fairy Creek. And they're 1,000-year-old firs, sometimes 4 yards in diameter, just enormous trees with their own ecosystems at the top, in the summit, and down on the ground, and it's all interrelated, and it's utterly gorgeous. And over 95% of the revenue from forest logging in British Columbia now is from second growth, which is tree farms, and they've already been logged. The old growth has been taken away, so let the loggers have that. We don't need the old growth forests. We don't need them to be cut. I've got a really good friend whose son is very involved right now, and they're working with the First Nations community, the Pichidat and the Dididat, over on the west coast of Vancouver Island, where I live, and trying to work with the First Nations people in saving their traditional territories, because of course the old growth forests are extremely important to the First Nations people. They're their identity, and so it's very important that that they be kept standing, and even on a very monetary economic basis. It could be the beginnings of a very expanded tourist industry, for instance, with people doing trips through the old growth forests and making sensitive, environmentally sensitive puncheon board trails through them, so people can actually experience what these old growth forests are like, because once they're gone, they're gone. They are gone, with a capital gone. And so we need to keep them the way that they are. And I've been involved in some of the background work in doing that, so I'm very happy to lend whatever I can to be able to help out with that.
That's really great, Dennis. Thank you. Yeah, we've done a lot of work in this room on racial justice and social justice, and haven't actually done a whole lot yet on the environment, although I know it's coming up. And certainly right now, in the month when we celebrate Earth Day here in the US, and maybe other countries honor that too, I'm not actually sure. It is a good time to be thinking about the earth and singing about the earth, and we'll be doing more of that also next week. So thank you for bringing a great topic to the room at this time. So I'm wondering if you want to tell us anything about Ubuntu Choirs Network, and maybe call on the folks in the room to pop their hands up so they come to the top, so that we can see who's here with us today from Ubuntu, even if we don't have Dick and Kathy with us by dint of terrible Wi-Fi.
Right. So sorry, I missed that, Joe. What are we doing now? We're just getting people who.
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
From the Ubuntu Network. Who's here from Ubuntu Network today? I see Carly, who was on yesterday or a couple of days ago, and I see Joy Ong, and I see who else have we got here? And Kim. Kim was on yesterday.
There's Kim.
Kim Bothan from Vancouver, BC. Joy from Vancouver, BC. Carly from Eugene, Oregon. And
Fran from Colorado is here again. She's yep. And Dick and Kathy, of course, actually have been in the room about 17 times today. I'm not sure you guys have seen them coming in and coming out. We grieve their terrible Wi-Fi, and we can't wait to have them with us again tomorrow.
There's a nice tie-in here, Joe, with the logging that's going on, and with the appreciation of that. Our name, the Ubuntu Choirs Network, comes from it's a Bantu, from the Bantu family of languages, of which Zulu and Xhosa language are two. It's a large family group, and the word Ubuntu it exists in all of those languages in one form or another, sometimes Umuntu or Ubuntu, but basically it means just that you don't put yourself above your neighbors, and expanding that out to the land you live in. You treat it with humility, and you treat your neighbors with humility, you treat the land you're living on with humility, and you're generous, and you're always grounded in your local ecosystem and in your community. So it's a wonderful word, and even expands to issues like logging, because if you're coming from that place in your heart, then you're going to find the balance that's required for our civilization, and how we treat how we treat the land that we're privileged to occupy.
That's
So, yeah.
Thank, thank you. That's very beautiful, Dennis. I love I love the name Ubuntu, and I love the story you told the other day about the letter that you wrote in relation to the name. Can you just, in case anybody wasn't in the room, can you share that again?
I would if I could remember what it was, Joe. What did I say?
That where the name came from, and that you asked permission to use it.
Oh, yes, 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 we did. Yeah. We're very conscious in the Ubuntu Choirs Network about appropriation, and just not stepping in and arbitrarily taking words that belong to an indigenous culture and using them inappropriately. So after we thought of the name Ubuntu, and actually I talked to Siobhan Robinson, who was in the in the room this morning. Siobhan, little shout out to Siobhan out there. She and I founded the Ubuntu Choirs Network back when dinosaurs roamed the earth, and it goes on today. And she had just been to Mozambique, which is a little village called Capaceni. And our concerts, when we first started our choir that we ran together, the Getting Higher Choir here in Victoria, large community choir, non-audition choir, and our concerts were all to support the the restoration of this village of Capaceni into a thriving area again, because it had been devastated by the civil war that had been going on there for a long time. So we sent them a whole bunch of money from our concerts, and so Siobhan went there to see how it was all being used, and to walk into the school that we had built with the money, or that they had built with the money we'd sent them. And meanwhile, that's been upgraded to a bigger school, and now a health center, and all kinds of things are going on there now, which is lovely. Anyway, she came back from that trip with the knowledge of this word, Ubuntu. And we were looking for a name for our network. We had all of these song leaders who were coming out of our program and starting to form choirs and singing groups all over North America. And we wanted to get an umbrella group together so these people could talk to each other, and we could be in some kind of a network electronically. Even back then, we could still have a Facebook site. So we decided we would use the word Ubuntu. But before we did that, we thought, well, we should check in with somebody. Who can we check in with to make sure this is an appropriate thing to do? So Siobhan wrote to Bishop Desmond Tutu of the Hosa Nation in South Africa, and we were wondering whether we would ever get anything back. But a couple of months later, all of a sudden a letter arrived in Siobhan's mailbox, and it was from Bishop Desmond Tutu. And he said, in part, now I don't have it right in front of me, but basically he said, a choir is a wonderful example of Ubuntu, because you can't do it by yourself. You need people around you. You need the community. That's what the meaning of Ubuntu is all about. You are a person only in relationship to the other persons around you, your own community. And so that's when we thought. And then he said, "God bless you in your wonderful endeavor." And we thought, yes. So we felt like we had holy oil poured on our heads. So we went ahead and used the name. And since then, we've many hundreds of thousands of dollars have gone from our concerts over the years, over the 15 or so years we've been supporting the Ubuntu. And now we have AIDS programs going in communities close by, and it's just really been quite amazing. So it's about the relationship that we formed, and that's one of the key things in this kind of appropriation dance, is when you form a relationship, then you really get to the heart of the matter. And we feel we formed a relationship with with the sub-Saharan African community there.
So Dennis, I see that Siobhan is holding up the letter. Siobhan, can you unmute yourself and say hi, so that I have a way of making you seen on Facebook?
Yeah.
I'll send.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I have the beautiful letter from Desmond Tutu here. And I just, and you, thank you. You've just really spoke beautifully about it. He said, thank you very much for your kind note of, oh, so long ago. Please forgive my dilatoriness. I have tended to be up to my eyes. What a splendid notion, and how you make God smile. I am because we are. I need you to be you so that I can be me. A choir is a choir is a choir only because its different parts work together harmoniously. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, a person truly is a person only through an other person's. God bless you in your noble endeavor. God bless you richly in Advent and Christmas. Desmond Tutu.
Thank you,
I cry
Siobhan.
every time I read it.
Thank you, Siobhan. That was totally beautiful. And thank you for sharing it, both visually and for reading it to us. And thank you again to Dennis, to both of you, and to all the folks in this room who do all this amazing work out in the world, trying to make more connections and more humanity and more love and hope and peace. And on that note, Dennis, I'm wondering if you can sing us out of the room with some portion of that, or some portion of the Ticky Tacky song. So you said the Ticky Tacky song was a rewrite you were trying to sing, so a spoof or something?
The Ticky Tacky song.
Little Boxes.
Oh, Little Boxes. I can't remember that. But you know, I do have a poem I'd like to share with everybody now. It's a poem written by the poet David Wagoner, and he was doing a cycle of poems on the teaching stories of the First Nations tribes that lived around Seattle, and I just can't remember the name of the First Nation community. And it's a lovely poem. And just before I sing that chorus again, I'll just leave you with this. It's if you can imagine a native child. This is in an Indian village, a native indigenous community, somewhere maybe even before the Europeans landed here. And the child looks out at the forest and sees this impenetrable forest, old growth timber, old growth forest all around, and asks an elder in the tribe, what do I do if I get lost in the forest? Because it seems dark and scary. And the poem is the native elder's response to the young child, and the poem is called Lost. Stand still. Stand still. The trees ahead and the bushes beside you are not lost. Wherever you are is called here, and you must treat it as a powerful stranger, must ask permission to know it and be known. Listen, the forest breathes, it answers. I have made this place around you. If you leave, you may come back again, saying here, saying here. No two trees are the same to raven. No two branches are the same to wren. If what a tree or a branch does is lost on you, then you are truly lost. Stand still. Stand still. The forest knows where you are. The forest knows where you are. The forest knows where you are. You must let it find you. One blue sky above us, one ocean lapping all our shores, one earth so green and round. Who could ask for more? And because I love you, I'll give it one more try to show my rainbow race it's too soon to die. Let's do it one more time. Sing it like you mean it. Here we go. One blue sky above us, one ocean lapping all our shore, one earth so green and round, one earth so green and round. Who could ask? Who could ask for more? And because I love you, and because I love you, I'll give it one more try to show my rainbow rays it's too soon to die. Thank you, Joe, for all you do. Thank you, Katie, for your tech help this morning.
Pleasure to be here. It was a day full of tears. Thank you, happy tears. Thank you for that beautiful poem and that wonderful song by Pete Seeger. And I guess it's time to say goodbye, everyone. Happy Friday. Wherever you are, I hope you find a way to enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you again, Dennis of the Ubuntu Choir Network. Thank you, Joe. Good to see you, Annie and Victoria. Thank you for coming, Elizabeth. Thank you, Becky, for being here. Deborah, great to see you dancing. Al, I really hope we can hear you play one day. Gay, thank you for coming. Fran and Dale, thank you. Sheila and Greg, thanks for joining. Kim, thank you. Siobhan, thank you for sharing that beautiful letter with us and for being in the room today. Sid, thank you. Janet, goodbye. Nancy, goodbye. Sarah, see you later. Pete and Janet, see you soon. Dion, we hope to see you again. Storm, good to see you. Hope to see you soon. Susan Miller, thank you for being here. Carolyn, thank you. Good always messaging with you in the chat. Bonnie, good to see you. Arlene, great to see you. See you soon. Anna, see you. Barb, Luda, Carol, Sandra, hope to see you guys again very soon. Jim in New York, good to see you. Have a great Friday. Kate in Charlottesville, goodbye. Gary, goodbye, Gary. Have a great Friday. Anne, have a great Friday. Julie in Ontario, have a wonderful day and weekend. Jane in Silver Spring, enjoy the rest of this cool day that we're having. Annette, good to see you. Kathy in upstate New York, good to see you. Mom, good to see you. Ida, thanks for coming. Fred, thank you for being here, Fred. Jamie, Tom, Aloysius, great to see your faces. Brian, have a great Friday. Kevin, so good to see you as usual. Thomasina, good to see your face. I always see you up in here. It's great to see you. Have a great day. Joy, have a wonderful weekend. Anne, enjoy your day. Susan and Dan, have a great afternoon or morning. Dan, afternoon. Deli, great to see you and thank you for all that you do. Bob, great to see you. Have a nice day. Carly, goodbye. See you. Oh, Dick and Kathy. Happy Friday, Dick and Kathy. Jenny and Sandy, Belinda, and all the other folks off camera. Thanks for coming in, and we hope to see you all again soon. Bye, guys. Have a great Friday. Oh, hey, Jenny. Bye, Jenny. Bye, guys. Great to see you.